Today in the garage, our guest is Jérémy Vayssettes, who is Chief Technology Officer for Tire Digital Twin at Michelin. In today's conversation, we discuss all about Michelin's innovation in algorithm and software products. While you may know about Michelin as an incredible tire innovator, there's much more to it that they do. They're bringing their know-how to make tires safer, make the more sustainable, better predictive maintenance, and more advanced capabilities for ADAS and performance. It's a wide-ranging conversation showing what's possible for AI in new applications. Let's go. Welcome to The Garage. I'm John Heinlein, Chief Marketing Officer with Sonatus. We're recording today live at the Sonatus booth at CES 2026. And we're excited to welcome Jérémy from Michelin. Jérémy, welcome to The Garage.
Yeah, thank you, John.
So start by telling us about you and your background.
So I have a background in automatic control and signal processing. I did engineering school and have a PhD in this domain. And then I joined Michelin as an engineer to develop tire models. And now I'm developing software products for connected mobility.
It's quite a range. And you had also in the background in aerospace engineering, is that right?
I started my career as an engineer in aeronautics field in Toulouse, in south of France. During 2 years as engineer, then I switched to a PhD. I did my 3 years of PhD also in this field, then 2 more years in research in different labs before joining Michelin 10 years ago.
That's a great diverse background. You'll have to tell us a fun fact about you to get to know you.
So I'm married, I have 2 sons, and each year we like with my family to go to do round trips around Europe with a small van, minimal stuff, no technology at all.
No
just
technology?
Going around.
That's a very big commitment. I guess fun fact back to you, right, would be that my family likes to, my parents like to do that as well. They like to travel, and several months of the year they travel, oftentimes in the south of the U.S. to avoid the winter time. So it's a lot of people love to do that, but it's so exciting for you to go away from technology. That's a big commitment.
Yeah, it's kind of break every year before coming back to work with a stronger commitment.
I think that's a great idea. Good for you. So Michelin is a famous company, and many people may know the company. But so tell us a little bit about the company in general, and then about what you do for the company.
Yeah. So yes, people know Michelin usually because of tires, but actually Michelin do much more than tire. Michelin DNA is first more about mobility in general. And also now Michelin is diversifying activities to go around tires and beyond tires, leveraging our skills and expertise in high-tech materials to develop high-tech materials to new domains like hydrogen, medical, and other many things. And on my side, I'm developing software products, so embedded tire digital twin, to be able to provide inside the vehicle information regarding tires, so that the vehicle are aware of the tire state performance all the time.
Let's talk more about that. I'm so interested to hear, because as the average person might assume, that just a tire company, but the reality is, as you say, you're doing so much more. So how does software in the vehicle and the software-defined vehicle change that we often talk about? How does that give you opportunities to do new things with software in addition to tires?
So with the shift from hardware-centric to more software-centric in automotive industry, it's actually a great opportunity for us, for Michelin, companies like Michelin, to provide much more than only hardware, and to also be able to innovate more by providing more smart tires by connecting them to the vehicles.
That's really interesting to hear. Can you help us understand how AI-powered innovations can benefit tires? What are some of the algorithms you have, and kind of how do they work in a way?
Among the product we have SmartWear and SmartLoad, for instance, a product that we developed to monitor the tire wear, tire load during the usage phase. And thanks to that, we are able to provide useful insights to the fleet, to the vehicle, to the user about the tire state, and when the tire will have to be changed, for instance, so that you can, and fleets can have a predictive maintenance to reduce their costs, reduce downtime, and having much more efficient maintenance than when it's reactive or scheduled maintenance.
You're right. So that's a good point, because I think as one driver and another driver might drive the same vehicle in very different ways that might cause different tire wear. For example, aggressive acceleration caused the tires to wear sooner, and perhaps driving in hot conditions or cold conditions could cause different wear. So by kind of monitoring and studying how the tire was actually used versus some generic schedule, you can be more accurate.
Yeah. Exactly.
Better safety, maybe some cost savings, all of the above, I guess. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
And so let's talk about these two different models. You mentioned SmartWear and SmartLoad. So let's start with SmartLoad. Can you explain what that does and some of the inputs that go into that?
Yeah, sure. So those models take as inputs the data coming from the vehicle, from the sensor that are equipping already the vehicle. So it means it's only software without specific additional sensor that we put in the tire, for instance. And from those data, we use the tire physics and what we know about the tire, the interaction with the road, the vehicle, and some advanced AI techniques and signal processing to convert those data into a useful insight to know what is the tire wear, what is the tire load in real time, so that the vehicle can adapt to the change in the tire wear, for instance, but also the driver can know what is the wear level of the tire. It can be worn when the tire have to be changed. And also the fleet managers can also get all those data from all their vehicles to know how they need to plan the maintenance, to optimize it, and to be sure that they will change the tire at the right time. So not too soon, but not too late.
So many interesting things you said there. So I'm gonna touch on a couple of ideas. First, there's a lot of focus, and there's been some conversation in the years past with putting smart sensors in vehicles, in tires. Of course, every tire in many cases required by law, it has a TPMS sensor, tire pressure monitoring system sensor. But there's been a conversation years past about adding an extra smart sensor that does additional diagnostics. But I think what you're saying, and I think one of the key innovations of this AI is you get the benefits of those smart sensors without the additional cost, without the additional complexity of those sensors. So you can use any kind of tire or any kind of tire to get these kind of benefits. Is that right?
Yes, completely.
And then the second thing that was so interesting is how it can really benefit in multiple ways. Because of course there's a benefit to, if your maintenance is proper, you don't waste money replacing the tires sooner than necessary, but also not later, because you know when it's the right time to replace it, which provides better safety, right?
Yes, exactly.
And then I think that the last part that really struck me with what you said is using your knowledge of the materials and using your knowledge of the tires, you can create, you didn't say, but kind of a digital twin of the tire, and that you understand how that specific tire or that specific set of tires has been used. And it's really smart to use your unique know-how to be kind of the world's expert in your tires and to create this value-added solution on top.
Yes, and exactly. The ambition is not to only develop two products like SmartWear and SmartLoad, but a full tire digital twin that will provide a full package of insights regarding tires, right, to provide useful insight to the driver, so the consumer, right, to the vehicle so that the ADAS system can adapt also, or to the fleets so that they can optimize their maintenance and reduce their costs. And this full digital twin would come with SmartWear, SmartLoad that provide useful information regarding the tire state, because during the usage phase, the tire is changing a lot. For instance, it's worn out, and it affects a lot the performances of the tire and all the performances. So when we talk about grip, for instance, it plays an important role in vehicle safety and performance.
Right.
Once we know in real time what is the wear level of the tire, then we can also provide useful insight regarding grip and grip prediction.
Right.
So that the vehicle, the braking system, for instance, or the steering system can know what is the maximum level of grip the tire can provide at this instant, anytime, anywhere, so that the system can leverage the optimal level of tire performance all along the tire.
It's a really obvious, really great point, because of course, when your tires are new, your vehicle performs better, your braking is more responsive, you stop in shorter time. So as the ADAS system is able to be informed that the tire is more worn, it can provide automatic emergency braking and other kind of braking system tuning more proactively to provide better safety. So actually the driver receives not just at the tire replacement time, but throughout the life of the vehicle, they get a better experience, a better performance experience, better safety experience. And then, of course, later on, they get a better knowledge of when to replace their tire. That's fantastic.
Yes. By doing this, we are able to make the tire last longer, because people won't change the tire too soon.
Right.
But also leveraging the performance potential of the tire. So if we do better tires, the user will benefit more this all along the tire life, because the vehicle will be able to leverage those performance better than what it's done actually.
Well, and you mentioned that because the tires don't get replaced prematurely, I'm assuming that provides a great sustainability benefit as well, because we're not wasting materials and we're not obsoleting tires that have perfectly good life left in them. Is that right? I know that sustainability is a big focus for you as well, right?
Yeah. It's one of the big focus and the added value, because the automotive industry has a lot of pressure to reduce the environmental costs and to be more sustainable. For instance, when we talk about tire wear in Europe, the average, the tire are removed on average at when there is still 3.5 millimeters of tread, when the legal limit is 1.6 millimeter, and when a tire in general starts between 6 and 7 millimeters.
Right.
So it's more than 20%
of life left over.
Of the material that is wasted.
That's great. Well, that's a great benefit, and I'm so excited to have this conversation with you that I'm even learning some additional benefits along the way that I hadn't thought of. But we have to shift over to talking about our fantastic Sonatus and Michelin have had a fantastic collaboration. And just as we're recording this, just right outside the podcast studio, we have our demonstration with you where we have your algorithms running on our Sonatus Director infrastructure. I'd love you to talk about why did you partner with Sonatus, and what are some of the benefits that our Sonatus AI Director AI deployment infrastructure was able to bring to Michelin as you deploy your algorithms into vehicles?
Yeah, so first, we are very complementary. We work and focus on the tire part, and with our expertise, we are able to provide and to develop those software that could provide all the benefits we mentioned before.
Right.
Sonatus, on your side, you're developing the vehicle infrastructure, the software part, and also the ability to manage quite efficiently, properly, the AI models and deploying. And thanks to AI Collector, we have a way to calibrate quite efficiently our models, because they need to be calibrated for specific vehicles before being deployed.
Right.
So we can do this efficiently and then deploy to the vehicle thanks to AI Director our models. So it's a very efficient way to be able to provide and deploy our models at scale to many constructors and car makers.
We're so grateful for your collaboration. And first thing, as you say, it's absolutely complementary, because we're providing, we're not trying to replace your expertise, and nor could we possibly be an expert in the tire physics and the materials that you have. But the infrastructure we provide allows vendors like you to bring that intelligence that you generated into the vehicle more easily. So it's been fantastic collaboration. The second thing I think is really interesting that you mentioned is, when sometimes people think about AI models and they say, oh, you train the AI model and now it's trained and that's it, we're done. Well, first thing, of course, AI models improve over time in general. There's no finished. We learn new things, we improve the AI models. But even more importantly than that, as you mentioned, and I learned this in working with you, that the specific model, when deployed to a specific vehicle, still has some calibration parameters that need to be set for the exact tires, the exact load, the exact weight, the specific vehicle, so that then after some amount of driving on that particular vehicle, then the model is more accurate and ready to be fully operational with that vehicle. So we're excited to be able to deploy not only our AI Director deployment and AI management platform for in-vehicle edge AI, but also the ability to help you get that data for that vehicle tuning more easily. So it's a great multi-way collaboration, I think.
Yes, and actually having a tire digital twin and products like SmartWear or SmartLoad is not only about having a good algorithms or models to make good predictions and accurate predictions. It's also a matter of being able to deploy it at scale to the car makers in an easy and efficient way, taking into account all the constraints we can face when we want to do that. And as we mentioned, we develop those products for any tires. So
right.
It's tire agnostic, not only for Michelin tires.
Right.
For any vehicles, but the one-size-fits-all does not exist, or at least it will be at the cost of loss of accuracy.
Right.
So we need to be a bit specific. And the choice we made is to have this specificity at the vehicle model level, so that when a car maker wants to adopt the solution, we have a setup for the vehicle model. And all the vehicles of this model have the same setup, so we can deploy in any of these vehicles.
Fabulous. Well, it's so exciting to see what's possible. I've learned a lot in our collaboration with you. I think that the ability to help accelerate the deployment of such exciting technologies like yours is very inspiring for us. And we're thrilled for your partnership. And there's been incredible, I hope you've had experience. We've had incredible interest in the demo. Nonstop, people have been watching it outside the hall, the booth all day today and yesterday. So thank you for coming to visit with us. And thank you for joining us on the podcast. And thank you for your partnership.
Yeah, thank you very much.
If you like what you're seeing on this episode, please like and subscribe to see more like it, both from CES and other events around the world. We look forward to seeing you in another episode of The Garage very soon.